and role-playing it. And at the beginning of the game, as you're establishing your characters and stuff, you'll do vignettes about like, ooh, how you met this person, blah, 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 why do you know each other, that kind of stuff. It's a really neat concept. You also build your own towns in that game. So everybody has kind of input on things about their city that's unique. Like, they suggest you play in your own city. And then you add stuff to it, like, oh, this is the fairy section. This is where fairies are always at, or werewolves hold this area, or whatever. We're not going to go into that much detail, but I like the ideas of you guys getting to know your characters a little bit better. So you have a lot to think about with this warning of keep your friends close, blah, 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 blah. And so we're going to kind of push you into, at some point, making, how do you want to get us into this scenario by the end of May? How about that? You're in New York City.
Yeah.
And you have how are we gonna get Wallin?
Well, I figured
to New York.
I figured I could offer to like pay for his gas, or I could send a
train ticket probably actually.
Or train, or have a servant come get him, drive him.
Well, are you just inviting him to come visit?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe just. Well, I was kind of hoping on the way you would maybe just like to apologize about shooting him.
Okay. Are you calling him to talk to him about this? Or send him a telegraph?
I'll probably personally call him.
Okay.
If I can call him.
Yeah. He has a. You can check. You can call Bristol up. His motor shop, Wallin. What's the name of your shop? Wallin, fix it up.
Wallin Motors.
Wallin Motors? Okay, yeah, Wallin Motors. He is listed there, and wait, what the heck is your character's first name?
Daryl.
He's actually listed in the directory as well. Do you have a phone up in your apartment too?
Probably.
Okay. So there's a Wallin Motors, and there's Deryl Wallin listed, and depending upon what time of day, would probably be where you would want to call him. So where do you want to call him? What time? We'll put this in your hands. Make the players do some of the work here.
I guess I'll call him. Like how long would the work hours be in 1920?
9 to 5 with an hour off for lunch.
Okay.
Mechanic shop might be open longer than that.
I'd probably call him around 6, I think.
Okay. Do you work past 5 o'clock, or do you pretty much call it a day and get upstairs?
It depends on what the problem is, basically. If I was just working on something small, I'd be up probably by even 4:30.
Yeah, okay. Ring. Oh, ring. You guys can start. Go, role play.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking for a problem.
Hello?
Oh, here it is.
Daryl?
Who is this?
It's James. Cloverfield.
If you want to use it, there's the prop phone.
Do you want me to like ring my old grandma's old phone?
You could.
Because I have one of these, except it's more like a regular phone, but you still twirl it to dial it.
Yeah, if you want it. If you don't want it, I'll take it. If you want to bring it for a prop, that'd be great.
What have you been up to?
Just been nursing this leg.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that you fell and broke your leg.
Yeah, sorry that I shot you.
And you missed. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I don't know. I still feel bad about it. That's kind of the reason why I'm calling. Would you want to come up to New York to just have some drinks and just relax about it? Just to make up for it?
Sure. I don't see why not. Let me just get a day in so I can tell my customers that I'll be back in a little while.
I can cover any transportation costs if needed.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And I give him my address so that he can find me once he's in New York.
Yeah, in the city would be the best place. It'd be the easiest. That's where all the best bars and clubs are.
Yeah.
Okay. So within a week or a few days or however long you want to wait, you can contact him. It's actually, you calling him, it's going to be easier to send it. It's going to be a lot cheaper to send a telegram than to actually to telephone him long distance, because that's rather expensive. So you can send him a telegram, say, we'll be here, we'll arrive this date, this time. He told you an address in New York.
Right.
So you eventually get up to New York City. You find him is it a nice apartment? Is it a penthouse?
I wouldn't say it was quite a penthouse, but it's obviously nice.
Nice apartment, so like right off of Central Park, something like that?
Just something comfortable just while he's in the city.
Okay. So it's not ostentatious. It's not huge.
No.
But it's just nice.
It's
very
not,
comfortable.
It's just meant to be like something nice for him to stay at while he's not at his main home.
Okay, so it's probably still like a 2-bedroom apartment
Yeah.
with a nice living area, real pretty view of Central Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, well, has he seen me yet?
Not if you don't want him to.
Because
I mean,
whenever he sees me, he'll notice that I have a cane with me.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the other one, it's a lot more practical and functional.
Okay.
But it's still very nice looking.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So do you have a butler who stays at this apartment? Or a valet?
Probably just someone from the building that just.
No, like in your room.
Oh,
in
yeah.
your apartment itself. There's a doorman downstairs. This would be a pretty expensive apartment.
Probably just one person.
Okay. What's your valet's name? Who comes to this? Who probably actually stays in the city most of the time, unless you want him to be like your personal guy.
Yeah. I guess. Or I could make him like my favorite butler that just follows me around to all wherever I'm staying.
Like a butler or a valet or whatever.
Yeah.
So
what would be a good name for him?
His last name is most important. Is he British? There's another important question.
Do you want him to be British?
It's up to you.
Sure, why not?
Hires him.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
British
butler.
Or he can be German. I don't
And
know.
up to you. British or German? British have the best butlers.
I guess he's British.
Okay.
Good first name. Thomas.
Okay. What's his last name? That's what he goes by.
What's a good last name for a butler?
Could be anything. Thomas. Thomas Winter?
I like Winter. Yeah, Winter.
So you call him Winter. It's like,
Yeah.
Winter! Blah, blah, blah. Winter. Put an S on the end of it.
Yeah.
Winter. Okay. So you're greeted by someone you don't know. Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Looking for Cloverfield?
Mr. Cloverfield, yes. Whom shall I say is here?
Deryl Wallin.
Come right in, Mr. Wallin. Have a seat. You're gotten from your little room. Winters has a little room by the kitchen in the back.
Okay. I come out
Okay.
and greet you. I'm using my cane.
Hello, James.
Yeah. Good to see you again, Daryl. Shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
You look good.
Thank you. Nice cane you have.
Thank you.
I didn't know how long you wanted me to stay, so I packed a suitcase.
You're welcome to stay as long as you want.
Alright.
Do you want to take a seat?
Sure thing. Sit down on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can roleplay that out as long as you want, or we can move on.
I figured, well, do you think we would discuss the house when we're drinking or right now? I don't feel like we would discuss it right now.
Yeah.
We kind of don't really know each other.
You guys make small talk.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
You want to show him the town at some point tonight? It's we're gonna say it's late afternoon. You guys could have dinner at the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's a jazz club. You're betting he's never been to a New York jazz club before, called the Blue Heaven Ballroom, which you've been to several times. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's gonna need some better clothes to get in. Because right now he's just wearing like a normal, like a suit, probably just very plain, very suit and a tie, right?
Not even.
Not even? No tie?
No, I'm still wearing my overalls.
Your coveralls?
Yeah.
You wouldn't probably wear that to travel. You want to dress up a little for travel.
Oh.
You don't have to have a suit, but you'd at least be in slacks and a shirt. It's May, so it's a little chilly, so you probably have some kind of a jacket on. Even if it's not a suit jacket, it might just be like to keep yourself warm.
I do have a leather jacket.
Then you'd be wearing your leather jacket. Because you took the train to get here. Once you got to New York, you got a cab to get over to this building. You have your suitcase with you. So he's going to definitely need nicer clothes than what he's wearing, so they're not going to let him in.
I guess
it's as simple as that.
I guess as we're like going to my car, and I just drive around for a bit. I'm kind of just looking over his clothes and stuff.
You probably don't have a car in the city.
Oh, okay.
You probably take the train to get here, and then you ride in taxis everywhere.
Okay. Well, I guess as we're trying to get a taxi, and just like going over like, Daryl, you need to get some better clothes for the city.
I mean, I'm not sure if anything will actually fit me.
I'm sure we can find a tailor who has something.
Yeah, you know a guy.
Yeah.
You know a Jewish tailor.
Yeah.
Great.
So, as soon as we get the taxi and we're in it, I take him to the Jewish tailor and give him some fancier clothes
Alrighty.
for the night.
You are measured. The inseam is the least comfortable part of that. Nice, $100 suit?
Yeah, I paid for it.
That's a really, really nice suit. It probably costs more than all your clothes put together. Nice fitting. Probably tuxedos would be appropriate too.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very high class, very dressy suit. Hat, nice hat you probably got with that. Overcoat. I mean, just the whole deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, $100 will do that, and you got that $5,000 a week limit, so you're fine.
Had my baseball cap inside the hat.
It looks awful. That looks terrible. You know, not want to be seen in public with him with a baseball cap inside the fedora that you bought him.
Oh, it's a fedora. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a top hat.
No. Top hats are 19th
Old
century.
school.
You can get him a cane too if you want.
Do you want a cane, Daryl?
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Take the hat out, put it with my other clothes.
Yeah.
Probably.
You can actually, if you want to not have to go back to your apartment before going out, Sal, who's the tailor, can have his other clothes burned. No, taken to your apartment. If you want. He can have them delivered.
I'll probably
back
pay Sal just to take it to my apartment.
Okay. Yeah.
And just tell him
no problem.
to tell Winters to put it in the guest room.
You've had to do something like this before, where you needed a new suit that afternoon, and it's super comfortable too. It's a tailored suit. So if you want to add that to your gear, expensive tailored suit and hat, you can. No, it should be down here.
Oh yeah.
In gear and possessions. Did you guys not really? And you guys can head out to the Blue Heaven if you want.
Okay.
It's a nightclub in Harlem.
Okay.
In Black Harlem. And actually, instead of nice suit, put tuxedo. And you're wearing a tux too. This is one of those kind of. You don't have to write it down. You have access to almost anything you want.
Yes.
This is one of those kind of bar nightclubs. It's like high class, rich people rubbing elbows. So, let's see what we got. It's about 8 o'clock when you guys get there because that's when the first show starts. Inside the unmarked, there's no sign on the outside at all. And inside the unmarked blue door, two very large white men in tuxedos eye passing customers. They give each of you a look. One of them nods at you, recognizing you, obviously. You're dressed to the T's, so they just kind of they look you over and they don't say anything. There's blue carpeted stairs leading up to a ballroom. It's laid out with a check room facing the stairs for your overcoats and your hats. To the left is a gentleman's lounge. Stairs lead up to another floor where you know there's a posh casino. To the right's the ladies' lounge. So there's a lounge on either side, so bathrooms basically. And the entrance to the ballroom proper. The manager smiles as you pass the swinging doors into the main room. Smiles at you, recognizes you. He just waves you his way, to accompany him to a table. Jazz and the buzz of conversation fill the room. The main room is large. An opulent bar stretches out to the left. Your left faces the bartender, shadowed by lines of bottles. A lot of illegal hooch here. Large stage opposite the bar holds the band. Between the bar and the stage are small round tables surrounded by plush armless chairs and the dance floor. Every table holds a small lamp for intimate lighting. Above, electric chandeliers cast subdued hues of blue and gold onto the faces of neat, pale-faced, portly men and the bleached hairs of bejeweled, ambitious young women. You see New York moneymen, stage stars, Hollywood movie stars, honest politicians and those on the take, Chicago businessmen and mobsters, Detroit auto moguls, shipping magnates, railroad scions from San Francisco, oil men from Texas and Oklahoma, the rich and the cunning, the butter and egg men from around the world stop here when out of town. The 5-star band is playing. Bartenders, waiters, busboys, chorus girls and boys, entertainers and kitchen help are all, well, you wouldn't know about the kitchen help. All of the people working here are black.
Okay.
the clientele, management, enforcement, and ownership is obviously all white, even in the middle of Harlem. The jazz bands is huge. There are trumpets, trombones, saxes, clarinets, cornets, drums, bass or tuba, banjo, and a piano. There's no amplification. There's no like speakers. It's all whatever they play. It's huge in order to fill this huge space and be loud over the talking of all these people. When you enter, the club is packed. The 5 stars are in full swing, belting out the rousing tune version of Dr. Jazz. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. So that's what's playing when you guys come in. Let's see. The manager apologizes for the crowd, and he finds seats for you at a table near the corner, in the corner near the bar. There's a man already sitting there. He nods agreeably, but he puts out a hand to like reserve the chair next to him. He looks like this. He's got he's average built, eyebrows so bushy they appear to be a single black furry line spanning his frowning forehead. And compared to like the rest of the crowd, people are like dancing, and people are in their seats just kind of jazzing it up. And this guy's just kind of sitting there nervously, like tapping his hands on the table, not even really with the rhythm of the jazz band. It's just going nuts. If you guys wanted to make a psychology check, you're welcome to, as the jazz band plays on.
Certainly try.
It's probably pretty low.
It is.
Yeah.
I got
17 out of what?
10.
Out of 10.
74 out of 10.
Okay. You can also make a spot hidden.
I am better at spotting.
Okay.
24 out of 50.
Okay.
68
Out of
27.
Okay. You notice there's like a sheen of sweat on his face. Like he's really nervous. Waiters come by, and you get some drink. You can get some drinks, whatever you want. What's your favorite drink there, Mr. Cloverfield?
I don't know.
Martini?
Probably
Whiskey neat?
Probably some fancy drink. I've never drank before, so I don't know.
That's okay. They serve really hard drinks here, mostly.
Probably just something light.
Something light?
Yeah.
Like gin and tonic?
Sure.
Gin and tonic's very light. Kind of a nice thing to drink.
Glass of straight 8 whiskey, please.
That's... You get your whiskey neat? Just straight up whiskey, right? Yeah. It's really good. Canadian whiskey. The gin from England. The band finishes Dr. Jazz. We haven't finished because this is still going. Yeah, we can leave that playing. I hope it'll stop when it gets to the end of the song.
No, there's a playlist, I think. So it'll probably just continue playing.
Huh. Okay. They finish up with Dr. Jazz and launch into the Clarinet Marmalade. You guys can get some food. Oh, jeez, that's loud. People are out on the dance floor having a great time. Is there anything specific you guys want to do besides have a few drinks and enjoy the music at first?
Probably do whatever Daryl is doing.
After a few drinks, I'll...
Drinking heavily.
After a few drinks, I'll start talking to him.
Yeah.
So, that house was really crazy.
Yeah, no. I looked into it a bit, actually. I talked with a professor of archaeology and anthropology at the University of Columbia.
Oh.
He was from Columbia University.
Yes.
Okay. A professor, Randall Brooks.
What did you find?
He didn't really give me any straight answers. Just that the main thing I remember from the meeting is that he strongly suggested against me continuing to look into the matters.
I mean, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have to sit very close and almost yell at each other. It's so loud in here. Door behind the table opens up. A tall black man in a suit carrying a shiny trumpet emerges slowly. He looks around, blinks. His intention is clearly to get to the stage. But seated as you guys are and this other gentleman, this guy at the table, you're blocking his path. He hesitates. He kind of sways on his feet like he's been drinking himself. Here's what he looks like. You recognize him. Okay. This is Leroy Turner. He's an excellent known trumpeter. He's kind of fallen on hard times since lately. He kind of has been bouncing around from jazz band to jazz band, but he's very good. He hesitates. He studies the face of the form, and then he looks at this gentleman here, sitting at the table. He says, "Sir, I got lost backstage. Would you be so kind as to let me by? I really apologize for asking." Basically, all this guy has to do is stand up so the guy can scoot by him. Instead, he goes, "Find some other way, boy, or I'll have you thrown out."
I'll stand up and let it through.
Well, thank you, sir. Sure, thank you, sir. You go, sorry, sir, to this other gentleman. Then you stand up, and he seems sincerely surprised to be treated so well. Thanks you, very, very, very graciously thanks you, and makes his way past. You can each make me a spot hidden.
Oh, we got 11 out of 27.
Okay, check it. Don't forget to check it for your first one.
did.
You can check spot hidden. His horn, the cornet that he's carrying, has four keys. Never seen that before. I've only seen cornets or trumpets with 3 keys. So that's kind of weird.
Has he ever done that before? Would I know if he's ever used that instrument before?
You don't recognize it.
Because I know who he is, so I probably would know if he used an unusual instrument.
No, you've never seen him use this cornet before.
Okay.
It's got like a crackled silver finish, which is a little unusual as well. The music stops.
Yeah.
They finish up their song. Leader of the band is a black guy, and we're going to say you know who that is. It's Mitch Wester. He's the leader of the 5-Star Band, which is the name of their band. You know of him as well. You don't know him, but you know of him. You've seen him do. They're a great jazz band. He makes an announcement. Everybody looks kind of towards the band. People on the dance floor are clapping and talking and looking that way. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, His Honor the Mayor is with us tonight. Congratulations on re-election, Mr. Mayor. That reformer thought he had you beat, but you can't keep a good man down. This song is for you." And then you see Turner coming up onto the stage. And on stage, he's got like rumpled brown coat and pants. And the band is all wearing like these really tight white jackets, like real smooth, like they've been pressed and all this stuff. And then he starts to play, and it's a song you haven't heard before. And it gets louder and louder and louder. The band starts to to jump in on this. And you hear somebody nearby say, "Oh, it's the Dead Man Stomp. I hear this brand new," and that kind of thing. And some of the dancers start to dance to it. It starts out slow and then speeds up. And you guys can each make me another spot hidden. Do it at extreme difficulty. So 150 is spot hidden.
Let me calculate that quickly.
What's the number you got there?
It's 27.
27? It's going to be a 5.
5? Okay. So do I round down if it's a decimal?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I don't know where my other die went.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, no, I would have had to be
99.
99! You were totally watching that trumpet, that cornet, like, this is the weirdest cornet I've ever seen. As they're, you're sitting there, music heats up a little bit.
Yes.
This is just to kind of give you an idea. That's not actually Dead Man Stomp. Well, the band is loud, and the crowd is louder. When this gentleman sitting at the table beside you, when a man steps up behind him with a gun, puts it in the back of his head, and blows his brains out, you notice. Because you're right there. Let's see. Who's got low luck between the two of you?
I have 55 luck.
I have 45.
45. Brains come flying at you, hit you in the face. I need a sanity check from each one of you.
Oh boy.
Can I, like, draw my pistol after this?
If you want, but hold on.
Okay.
Nope.
I
Roll low.
got a 2.
Oh, Jesus. 6 points of sanity. You got a 2?
Yeah.
1 point of sanity lost.
Well, there goes all those months of therapy.
Hey, it could be gone already. I need you to make me an idea check. You want to fail this. You want to roll higher than your idea. Or your intelligence.
I did not.
Alright. You get to go temporarily insane.
Again.
This is not Cthulhu Mythos related, so you don't get any bonus points for Cthulhu Mythos for insane insight. Real time. Okay. That's your brother standing behind him with the gun. Yeah. that is your brother. And you see Cloverfield reaching in his pocket, where you're guessing is where he's keeping his gun.
Oh, God.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to attempt to tackle my brother.
Your brother? He's going to shoot him, it looks like. And I don't think he cares if you're on top or not. He tried to shoot you before, remember? Keep that in mind.
I'm going to tackle my brother.
Okay.
Because he did something wrong.
He has a gun in his hand, don't forget.
I know.
Oops. Damn it, this thing jumps to the next one. I didn't want it to do that. Here, pause. Pause. Alright. Okay. So you're going to jump up and try to tackle your brother.
Yep.
Let's find out what this guy, what he's got. Who is this guy? Oh, yeah. Dex. Alright, so his dex is... What is your dexterity?
50.
What is yours?
45.
45. Okay. So he actually goes before either of you two can go. If in combat you have a gun in your hand ready to fire, you add 50 points to your dexterity to determine when you go in the round.
Okay.
But you don't have the gun out yet. It's still in your pocket. You have to pull it out before you can do anything. So you're going to go on your regular dex. The man, where are we here? You can each make a luck check. Actually, no, you can't. You're delusional right now, so you can't. But you can make me a luck check.
I got a 20.
Out of? What is your luck?
It's 54.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a good look at this guy's face. He's a little man, little tiny guy. That's kind of what he looks like.
Okay.
His gun looks like it's way too big for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a 45, but he's like 5 foot nothing.
Yeah.
So he's this little guy, big nose, big kind of a big face, and you're gonna know this guy if you see him again. That's your brother as far as you're concerned, and you're kind of like getting ready to jump in, but as he goes first, he coolly exits right through the door where Leroy Turner came out before. It leads back into like the kitchen areas, the back areas of the bar. So you don't have a chance to shoot him. You go next if you want. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll start chasing after.
Okay, you jump up from your table and you run through the door. He is running down a hallway. What are you going to do? There's a guy at the table just like, bam, he's just face down.
Is it obvious that he's dead?
Yeah, the bullet, you saw the bullet come out the front of his head. It was execution style shooting. Disturbing.
I don't even bother to try and help him at all.
Okay, he's moving a little actually.
What, the dead guy?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I push him over, kind of look at his face.
Okay.
Just see if his life cares to anything else.
Let's grab some jazz that they're playing. That's the dead man.
Because if he's still, I'm disturbed, so I just pick up his hair and look at his face.
Where the hell are we? His arms start moving like this, and as you pull his head back, he pulls himself up to the sitting position. Blood courses from the huge exit wound in his forehead, but then he stands up, and a moan escapes from his lips. You can make a listen check. This guy's dead. There's no way this guy's alive.
I got a 2.
Oh, 2? Check it off. He says, he moans, and it sounds like he says, Joey. Okay? Then he stands up and he starts staggering towards the main doors. Everybody's gone quiet except for the band at this point. Everybody around you has seen this now. They didn't notice the gunshot at first because of how loud it was, but now people are noticing. And the manager gasps and just like faints, just collapses. The guy that showed you where your chair was. He starts heading out, and you can make me a sanity check because this guy should be dead. People are freaking out around. Women start screaming, jumping up. People are starting to run towards the exit.
I got a 99.
99! Woo!
Well, 99.
5 points of sanity.
Ugh.
Sweet. Finally, the kind of sanity losses I want.
Oh, there went my 6. So at what point do I go insane?
Well, you're going to possibly go in temporary insane right now.
Oh.
So you need to make me a idea check or an intelligence check. You want to fail this. You want to roll high.
50.
Out of?
50.
Oh. That is a success. Okay.
Oh.
You go temporarily insane. Let's see. A mania. I have to look this up.
Oh boy. Well, it's a good start. We're both insane already.
Yep. Mania. Sample manias. Hey, we can roll this randomly. You want to roll it? You want me to?
I'll roll it.
All right.
Might as well
percentile dice.
pick my own grade. Which one?
Percentals? What you roll when you check everything, pretty much.
This one?
That die and this die. Yes. Tell me what you roll.
69.
69. This should be a sex one if there's any justification here. Misomania. Hatred of everything. Obsession of hating some subject or group. What do you want to hate?
Maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to think of why I would hate something all of a sudden.
Right, it should kind of relate to what
I don't
what
really
has
know
happened.
enough about the assassin to really hate something, so maybe...
Right. You know what he looks like.
Yeah.
That's about it. And he was wearing a cheap suit.
Maybe I just hate short people.
Alright. So, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Oh. So, you need to indulge that. How are you going to indulge your hatred of short people? There's some short people around you, just some patrons.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it? You got your gun in your pocket, you start shooting people. You could shove them. You could attack them physically, like try to punch them down. What do you want to do? It's a hatred, and this is a mania. So this is like you've gone crazy.
So...
And are taking out on these short people your anger for watching them murder somebody.
I think
all short people are responsible for what you just saw.
I think I just point my gun at the crowd and just start yelling at them.
Okay.
Expletives and just telling them to get out of my sight.
Specifically at short people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifying short people.
Okay. People are freaking out. You have a gun. They're screaming. People are moving, and even the non-short people are like, he's got a gun! And they're running away. You can still act. Where do you want to go? Or you just want to stand there and just be like, get out of here! Get out of here!
I think I'm just kind of slowly following walking corpse.
Okay. So you're herding them towards the door. There's a stampede of people. You've run down this corridor and you suddenly realize that's not your brother. That was in your head. It was because you see the guy and he's obviously not your brother. He's way too small. How big is your character?
I am